Okay. Now, I know it's been a while. Okay, it's been a while. Okay, I'm back though. Ujian udah selesai, so yay. We can finally stream again. Oh my days. You have any idea? You have any idea? Gue tuh seberapa gatel anjir nunggu mau nge-stream. Like, oh my god, man. Anyways, ujian gue udah selesai finally, so I can stream again. Buat jadwal ke depan, sadly Sabtu Minggu, Senin, Selasa aku nggak bisa streaming lagi. But I will come back Rabu, maybe. Ya, Rabu. Although that doesn't mean the story will be watching everything. I will be not lip sync. I will be dubbing it as shoddily as I can dub it. It'll be bad, definitely be bad. But yeah, let's see. Okay. Now, I will say, I am really broke. I think you can see that. I only have 250 orando. Please do not question me where my orando went. Yeah, it'll be fine. Anyways, sebelum kita mulai, I wanna collect some of the stuff. Now, I actually don't know kira-kira berapa lama kita ngerjainnya, because aduh, it's Arknights ya kan, so it might take me like sampai tengah malam or something like that. I don't know. It might be a while. Who knows? But we'll have fun, you know. We'll have fun. We're gaming. Okay. Okay. Let's do dailies first. Sebentar ya. Okay. Finally. Okay. Okay. Oh. Now, jujur ya, udah lama sejak kayak I wanted to stream Arknights. I just never got around to it because I don't know how to stream Arknights. Okay, like besides story events like this, what do I even stream? Stream grinding or something? You know, I've been confused. But yesterday, I did speak to another fellow Arknight there, I guess, a fellow doctor, and just wait for that collab maybe one day. Okay, I have 750. I have full 35 times, so I'm not that broke. I'm not broke because I didn't have anything. I'm broke because I spent it all. If you're wondering why I'm pulling on her, even though kita semua tahu what's coming next, I won't spoil. Yeah, we all know what's coming next, ya kan? I don't care, man. I'm not gonna oh my days. You know what I mean? Like, oh my days. Okay. Anyways, enough simping. One pull won't do anything. But, you never know. Okay. Please, gamble gods. Okay, never mind. Hey, ano one? Luto na ya. Okay, I think I have a lot of her. Yeah. Okay, I need one more and I'm max. Oh. Okay. As I said, I have not touched it at all. I've not touched it at all. Zero. Nada. Do not question me about my main story progress. I'm taking my time, okay? I'm taking my time. So trust me, I will eventually get to 13, trust. But right now... Oh, that's cool. Wait a minute, I want to see that again. That's cool. Okay. 20 days. I don't have. Okay, before we do anything, what is this? Oh, this. Okay. What is this? 8 levels as usual. Oh, 10 levels. Hello? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 levels. Okay. 8 for the EX. And 5. Okay. Oh yeah, the new who do we get from this? Oh, we get Amiya skin. Okay. And who is this dude? Oda. The writer? The guy who made One Piece? Okay, let's see the medal list. Obtain operate. Okay, consume 4,000 raw sugar lumps. All stages. Yep. Is there anything clear? Using stabilizer, using suns. Okay, I don't know what any of these mean. Okay. You know what? Let's not take too long. Let's just start. Yeah, let's just start. Okay. Yeah. Story 1 should be good. Speck of blood. Right upon one. Okay. A boy cries in his dreams to weather the blizzard. A girl wraps him within her cloak and wipes his tears away. Freezing. Gusting? Oh, gusting. The air screams on. Softly, the Cyclops tells of an epic tale, far, far away. Through the snowstorm seams, her voice comes. The myriad souls call become harmony with it. The boy's whimpers the drum of their beat. This dream is bitter cold. Within, the girl seizes a faint breath. She covers the boy's eyes and closes her own. Even now. Okay, I accidentally skipped it. Armies fell upon our home. Then I saw them I saw from afar. Oh, is this a poem? Armies fell upon our home. Them I saw from afar. From valleys to hills, our lands they scarred. The king slaughtered, the myriad souls did lament. Yet one sovereign fell, 6 heroes rose. Oh, they blew the horn, let the fight face their foes. Alas, the Wanderer city collapsed, to ruin swift as the fleeting peace elapsed. When all seemed lost, a black crown appeared. Oh, black crown? The twins brought hope where death had reared. Spreads the rift, giving birth to betrayal. Assassin in the heart of tempest, them I saw from afar. A sword to slay the regent. How do I say that? Regent? Legion? King? A spear to pierce the royal ring. Legend ends as justice calls. To righteous fate the mighty falls. Okay, we started off with poetry. This is how the episode ends. The Cyclops fades into the blizzard of the dreamscape, leaving the child behind her. The boy's own cries grow distant from his ears. He wakes. Summer 1094. Outskirts of an abandoned town, Kazdel. Okay. That is how this episode ends, Ascalon. My story is over. Actually, how do I say her name? Ascalon? That is what my people, the Cyclops, bound from the deep north, saw as they gazed their last of Kazdel. Is that a page from long-lost history? A possible future yet to come? Or plain meaningless gibbering? None knew for the past millennium, until they came and Fate's rapids began to narrow into a circular course. And now the fate she saw has drawn before our eyes. Change of scenery. Oh! I don't care. Oh? I'm surprised you'd even hear me out. Bright red blood creeps along his mask, trickling down his chest. Oh! Ascalon's eyes narrow ahead. He's out of luck. To die. So I gave you one last token of respect. Those prophecies never did gnaw at you. And all the time we knew each other, no? That's why you will never understand how a greedy soul thirsts to control his fate. Choose better last words. I know how you hurry to convene with those Babel members, but it's not yet time for you to leave. Look, the catastrophe is near. Ah, funny. I am curious now. What was it you found within the storm? Step aside. No commission left unfinished. The rule I set myself back when I was at the Scar Market. Alive or... A dawn-like mist. A dawn-like mist is wound above the Cyclops' neck as Ascalon vanishes behind him, leaving his body to dangle over the cliff's edge. You ever seen your own end then? I don't care for prophecies. We have that in common, huh? But fact is, none of us can outrun fate. Don't you want to struggle out of it? What makes you not? Why can you not? How can you not? Never forget, you have your place in the prophecies too. Whimpering, storming. A plaintive chant rings in their ears. An elegy over the horizon from the convolvulus of the banshees, sucked into the storm's eye. Ascalon gives an involuntary shudder. She is ice cold from head to toe. She chills. An indescribable pain rips from behind her ears down to the soles of her feet. This nameless elegy, this ill omen. Farewell, Cazdel. A single sigh reaches Ascalon. Her hand tightens fast, until not even the faintest sound will leave Scarai's throat again. And then, she lets go. Oh shit. Damn fate. In a blink, the tremendous figure of the Cyclops becomes no more than a speck below the overhang. The mist scatters to the storm, the shadow of a hood goes with it. All vanishes within the teardrops falling from the cliffs. Gasps. Rolls of thunder from catastrophe clouds, whistles as the sand is swept across the barrens. The sound of everything culminates in silence. Okay. Londinium, Victoria. Oh, okay. My goat. Now, lift your heads, Sarkas of hers. If you would still see through the calling she bestowed you, here I stand. Come, step forth. You may avenge her. Oh! Okay. My name is stitched into my clothes, stitched by Her Highness Teresa's own hands. I can feel it faintly burning right this moment, and I know what that means. The mission she assigned us is over. We'll clash with you no more. The Sarkas do not draw on each other before the invader. We pledge our loyalty to you, Regan. So long as you still hoard your zeal and earnestness for the Sarkas, we will trust you with our lives. Even though you nearly ruined all the plans we'd set up in Victoria, should the military commission put us to death, we will be willing to die, as long as it could bring a better end. An end as she wished. A moment ago, you were the renegades in chief, all but ready to entomb our plans. How can I possibly believe? Manfred. As she wished, you said. Your name, Deathmonger. Julie. I will remember it, and I will hand you your final mission. Guards, assassins, mercenaries, survivors of this sea of bloodshed, one and all, you are to enter the Mausoleum of Kings. You are to render victorious Ironheart as scrap. You are to ambush and wipe out every last Steam Knight. Yet let us take part in the Commission's core plan to enfeeble Londinium? Manfred will take good care of you. There is no chance we leave that place. Oh, hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, we're back, I think. So sorry for that, chat. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? Julie. There's no chance we leave that place alive, is there? You're welcome to fight for it. Very well. What's keeping you here? I'm just taking it in. I'm looking at the one who fostered Ascalon. She never rid herself of you. I swore to follow Her Highness Teresa, with no inkling that the tale of the mixed blood twins, rewriter of Casdell history, would end this way. Let alone that this disposable life of mine had a place in it. Farewell, Your Highness Teresa's. I take my hatred of you to the grave. Okay. Chat, this is good, this is good. Pulses over the sky like a surge. The immutable rhythm of the stars, from resplendent glimmer to dull collapse. Death, rebirth, the all-encompassing cycle. She's ever so familiar with it. Okay. Teresa. Wow, she's so surprised. Yet still, one day, I'll choose to slow down. To stop in place where I am. When I do, Calcit, don't grieve. Keep going. Calcit subconsciously searches her memories. Death, rebirth, the all-encompassing cycle. No. It's not the same this time. Not quite. For the first time, she must bid to the first who could ever converse with her as an equal. To her dearest friend. Farewell. Teresa. So, Calcit, it's time to say goodbye. Aww. Amiya, Doctor, but oh shit. I always say one day our wandering is bound to end. One day the Sarkaz's wandering is bound to end. Now your wandering too has reached its endpoint. I knew full well this possibility always existed. Why? I should have stayed behind. It's my... Because I believe in Rhodes Island. I believe in Babel. I believe in you. Calcit, I hope the roads can be a place you name home. An island you may always return to. Rhodes Island! Okay, I'm sorry. I had to do it. I'm sorry. I know it's serious right now. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I already did everything I could do. I won't harbor complaint from my own end. Babel's mission is concluded, while you and this land ship have only just set sail. I am not the same kind as you, Calcit. I cannot explain away your puzzlement, but I have always been your companion. Then, now, and after. I will always be with you all. Now. What? Oh, are you getting into it? Okay. Interesting exposition there. So, this is before the fall of Babel. Okay, you know what? I won't talk too much. Let's just start. That is an interesting map. We've got tornadoes, don't we? And the description for the level is, I knew this day would come. Okay, let's see. This be good? Yeah, sure. Scar Market, Casdell. You protect this tag around your neck with your life. You're my precious property, slave. You understand? Stop swearing. You better be worth something. What is this? Okay. Stay here and don't move. You inspect the goods? The slave trader casts a glance at the silent slave behind the mercenary's back, then slightly shakes his head. Where did you get it? Found him on my way here, dying of thirst and about to become Mangler Chow. Thought he could fetch a good price. I came from Casdell. I can find someone who... Doesn't matter to us where you're from, slave. Say you're Higashinese for all we care, as long as someone buys you out. I'm just checking if you've got... You never know where these mercs get their goods. I promise you he's clean. You better not be messing with me. Cash or barter? Ain't gonna live long enough for money to mean something. Give me some good weapons. You're the boss. He's second rate at best. That'll net you 2 blades, freshly cast. How about you take another look with your eyes open this time? You can dress him up as a first rate, but it won't change anything. If you don't like our offer, feel free to get lost. Oh, we're back. I think we're back. Okay, sorry about that. Mouthing around, you have valuable first-hand intel. You wanna guess where that'll get you? Leave the goods and scram. You're holding up the line. Ugh. You're injured. Tell me something I don't know. You're... The last time I was here, it was someone else handling transactions. Yes, you're referring to my grandfather. You never stopped bragging how he'd fought you and lived. I'm surprised you remember him. In the good sense, though. I mean, he wasn't lying all this time. Must have been 60 years ago by now. General Teresa's. Oh, it's him! Already? How sad that nothing here has changed at all. I imagine with Her Highness here too, there will be no one stayed at this trade for over a century. This Scar Market. General, provided you can reach the surface alive, take a fresh look at Casdell. Much of what you know will soon change. All Sarkas will be part of this change. All? Us too? Yes. I'm not inclined to explain our vision to the likes of you, but I will stay here a while longer and wait for her return. Until then, I welcome you mercenaries to challenge me, just as 60 years ago. I'll take you to Casdell, willingly or otherwise. His voice isn't loud, but every Sarkas present hangs on his... Are we back? I think we're back. Okay, let's continue. His steely gaze pierces through the dim of the street, settling calmly in the direction of the only person he cares for. You can dismiss the mercenaries in ambush. No doubt they're your most trusted men. This is out of my respect for the king of Sarkaz. None, aside from the general, can claim to know your true motives after all. Your Highness, do you really believe this can change the fate of the Sarkaz? That you're not just another ill-fated hero caught upon this cycle of hope and failure? Once the dust has settled, your answer will come naturally. Follow that Pyrrhic victory. We've built from zero a moving city, the great nomad of Sarkaz soil, for over a century now. We can evade catastrophes and foreign armies. Our development has finally reached a point of basic self-sufficiency. But it's so far from enough. The storm has long been brewing on the horizon. But we were too oblivious, like a burden beast too slow to react, too old to move. Your Highness must be referring to that war between Leithanen and Gaul. Surely you, too, are aware of the magnitude of that war. Corsica even secretly hired our royal court casters as his consultants. But despite a period of seclusion, Leithanen's Witch King thwarted Gaul's offenses with his opening move. And now Ursus and Victoria have also declared war on Gaul. These present empires display a might so far removed from the enemy 130 years ago, against which we staked all Kasdel just to barely prevail. That was already a victory in name only. If Kasdel must now be thrust into the same situation, how could it possibly end? It is for this end that you wish to establish the military commission of Kasdel. Yet the old aristocrats of the royal court grow resentful, refusing to relinquish their sumptuous city lives and viewing this as an attempt to challenge their privileges. A century of peace is enough for certain memories to slip their minds. So, what made you deign to come here in person? You see the Scar Market as the royal court for the bottom feeders, where the likes of us skate by and make merry? My only hope is for more Sarkaz to join us and resist the voices that refuse to embrace change. Resist? Perhaps your Highness meant terrorize and purge. What I want is a reform, not a slaughter. So, what's the reward? The Scar Market's not a real royal court. What we have with the mercenaries is partnership, not fealty. Without compensation, no one will work for us. Reward? Are the spoils of war not enough? Are the riches, power, or food that should have gone to the hungry people not enough to sate your appetite? You claim to provide shelter and a livelihood for countless Sarkaz warriors with your rhetoric of justice. Yet I can almost hear the bones crunch as you squeeze them dry for profit. Sorry, but in this business, we eat people whole and chew on their bones. Skarai, you too are Sarkaz. You too are a part of Kasdel. While Teresa cannot explain what expression lies beyond Skarai's mask, his emotions are clear as day before her pitch-black crown. No commoner in Kasdel would ever dare defy the royal court. But in his emotions, all Teresa sees is fervor and bloodthirst. You won't refuse. Why would I? Do you think I'm scared they'll take revenge on me? The royal court's no mystery to me. Your Highness knows that plenty well. And let me say, you've promised me, no doubt, the best reward I could ask for. We thrive on chaos, and I can see the level of chaos you will bring upon Kasdel. Oh, sorry about that, chat. The fact you've kept the name Scar tells me your ideals haven't changed. Like you said, the nations of Terra have grown tremendously in power over the last century. We could throw more revenants into the soul furnace and stoke its flames. but it will not close that gap. So I forced the people, who aren't really of the same race, to band together, call themselves the Sarkas, and build a giant target called Kazdel. The war between the four superpowers have proven that other Terran nations can accept our existence as mercenaries. And that's where Scar Market comes in. And your highness surely knows that we've become a community, a town. Because many of us could never fit into the elitist, bloodline-obsessed royal court. In all these years, I may have helped just as many Sarkas find a new way of life as the six heroes, if not even more. And I'm not the least bit ashamed to say it, your highness. King of Sarkas. Teresa does not reply. Oh, I missed it. It suddenly occurred to Skarai that this King of Sarkas belongs to no royal court and represents no bloodline. Their sole aim is to persuade the Sarkas who are unwilling to believe that Kasdel can be built, some of whom have even committed crimes for this cause, to believe once more. But is she enough to break free from this cycle of tragic failures, from the ending he foresaw? Come to think of it, there's one thing I don't get, your highness. I might have agreed to help you, but why didn't you and General Teresa simply burn this place to the ground before the day's end? I would have little chance of winning if you decided to do so, just like you did 60 years ago. A minute ago, you described Kazdel as nothing but a target and that you want another way for the Sarkas to live. One that would have them depend on other nations. Yes. So tell me, in your prophetic visions, have you seen Kasdel's destruction? Have you seen my death, Theresa's death, and the destruction of all that you stand against? And what about yourself? How do you behold your death? A slow and agonizing death by Arithate? Slain in battle on foreign soil? Or drowned in a sea of plots and conspiracies? Have you ever left this place and seen Kazdel as it is now? Have you ever truly seen the future? Is this your way of asking for a prophecy? I don't give handouts. But for your highness, I will consider a discount. Such nerve. No wonder you were able to claw your way out of this bleakness and rebuild this mercenary's paradise. But I'll pass on the prophecy. Prophecies and fate have no value. It's getting late. I'll look forward to your return to Kasdel. He watches her go and heaves a long sigh only when even her footsteps fall from earshot. Son of a bitch. Foresight, prophecies, his own death. He bought his coffin this very morning. Damn, that goes hard. Tally up the losses. Boss, the slaves. Set them free. They're bound to get tangled up in the car market after the war begins anyway. At most, we'll lose out on pocket change. Hello, Siphon. Did anyone take on General Theseus and survive? Yes. I've noted them all down. Take them to supplies for a little reward. They've got real balls. When you're done, take them to the bar entrance and kill them all in front of everyone. Send their heads to General Theseus as an apology. You should do vacay stream. Bruh. Got it. Send their rewards to whatever family and friends they have as bereavement. Tell every merc looking to make a living in this car market, I want to see anyone trying funny shit on my turf. He heads alone to the bar, the tags on his cloak jangling in the steps. Jangling? Okay, that's a interesting word. He stands prominently in the crowd, watching as the blades take the light from the mercenary's eyes. Still, no one fights back. Utter disappointment. The drinks are on the house tonight, both to celebrate the two highnesses sparing your lives, and to celebrate the huge gig you've all just landed. Your objective is in Kasdel. Get your shit ready. You're all gonna be in the city. Secret entrance of Scar Market, Kasdel. You've been quiet for some time now, Teresa. Are you hesitating? No. I have confidence in you. A reshuffle of the War Council is inevitable. It's just... I've been thinking about the city's future. War won't stop itself at Gaul. Our pace has fallen too far behind. Korchiska commands an indomitable fleet of dreadnoughts. Oh! It's Korchiska. I've been... Okay, my bad. Of dreadnoughts and guard battalions. The Mad King of Leitanian has more than his arts in his arsenal to affect Gaul's failure. The industrial might of both Ursus and Victoria in the throes of large-scale war has far surpassed our imaginations. Many assume to know war like the back of their hands simply by living long enough through it. If our concept of war still lingers on the great battle from a century ago, then we have drastically underestimated how quickly wars can nourish empires and fuel dictatorships. This is exactly why we need a military commission. It's more than that, Theresis. I know. When the day comes, when the Sarkas wish to live on, if a brittle, creaking city is all they have to call their own, it will be far from enough. Do you remember the idea I proposed back when Kalset was designing the city's blueprints with us? Babel. To transcend the borders of race and nation. Echo far and wide in our ideals, in our epics. Founded by a Sarkas. We will propel Kasdel for the coming crisis. Strive to eradicate the poverty and disease that have plagued them for a millennia. And send a message to all of Terra. There will come a future when we all stand as one. The Sarkas too are a part of Terra's destiny. This is not the first Teresa has heard of her idea. Apart from the dame who left after helping build the nomadic city of Kasdel many years ago, he alone knows the true belief of the current king of Sarkas. Kasdel won't accept this Babel. Babel, you and I both know that well. It's but a dream of attempting to subvert reality. Yes, for now at least, we can't be talking of such grand ideals while even our own affairs are slipping away from us. It's my hope that this Babel can become a part of Kasdel, Theresus. Are you prepared then? As I said before, it's not just the other nations that will oppose you. Kasdel and the Sarkas clinging to their hatred will also stand against you. It is cruel to force them to forgive and forget. The persecutions of the Sarkas is not history. The ancient hatred is what drives many to survive until this day. I am the king of Sarkas. The responsibility is all mine to bear. I must show them a way out of this. I see. Then go. Do what you will. Teresa, I still do not approve of your vision, but I do support your decision. And the future military commission will, too. If your gaze is set too far to see what lies before you, then I shall sweep away all that obstructs you at the moment, just as always. I know. Come, let's go home. Kasdel still needs us for what's about to happen. Oh yes, Skarai mentioned the prophecy again as I was leaving. Signs of a pessimistic fate. And your reaction? I don't care. Agreed. Alright. Kasdel. A strange yet familiar name. Many from this great land see it as the pit from which devils crawl, a terrible place to be avoided at all costs. While to the Sarkas, the name only invokes equally conflicted emotions. Despite generations of Sarkas passing on that Kasdel is the Sarkas' homeland, an outsider might wonder if they mean the city, or entirely of those lands. Perhaps only they themselves know. It never struck me on the way out just how high this wall is. Oh well, at least I can go home alive now. Means I'm pretty lucky. The man in the Scar Market was General Dresus, the first of the city's founders, the hero of that legendary campaign. If only I had the courage to ask him to take me in, maybe I could have just... I'm dreaming again. He sits atop the high wall, experiencing for the first time a new lease on life. Few of Kasdel's civilian sarcasms, save for those children who haven't yet gotten onto the fear of death, ever climb onto the city wall. If the tremendous pipes and tubes piled high can even be called a wall. The intricately tangled forest of originium spikes can take the lives of anyone who loses their footing. They also serve as a haven for pilferers and mercenaries to stash their goods. Smugglers and vagrants cross through the dark underground, peeking out from tunnels and drains at mines and factories, scuttling from one corner of the city to another. The life the slave once knew. The general gave me a fresh start, so what should I do from now on? He gazes at the furnace, burning, smoldering far away, teeming with indiscernible workers as they carry originium, steel, dirt, and stones into its hearth. Kasdel the nomad, its flames bring motion, while the molten metal that flows out adds new appendages to the city. For a whole century, it's belched its incessant black smoke. None know whether it's ash or originium dust. Some say it's bitter anger and anguish as the revenants exhale their last breaths. Witchcraft altars hang in the sky, high in the sky, intermittently flashing their blinding rays. The slave has heard many different versions of their urban legend. The most frightening version claims that the royal court's casters work day in, day and night on the altars, watching everything and listening to every conversation in the city. Maybe I can try my luck at the factories too. Doesn't matter what else, I made it back alive. It's been months since I've left. I don't know how many of my friends are still alive. The nomadic city of Kasdel. Sarkas swearing. What happened here? Why are all the doors open and the furniture all smashed? Fulltop, you're back! It's you! What are you doing here? Where did you get that ornament? Something big is happening. Royal court nobles are being dragged out of their houses and killed by mercenaries appearing from nowhere, while the city guards do nothing. A lot of us have been sneaking into the empty houses, and boy, have we dredged up some good stuff. How are you still alive though? Word got out you wanted to leave the city and find your own way, but after so long, you all assumed you died out there. You don't believe my luck. First, I was left to die without food or water. Then, I was taken to Scar Market, but guess what? General Teresa saved my life, and the general himself. Then, on my way home, I ran into this guy with a halo over his head, calling himself a messenger. And he brought me all the way back to the city wall. So, I've decided to change my name to Good Luck starting today. You guys can forget that lousy old name of mine. A guy with a halo, a Sancta, and then the general? You sure learn how to lie, Good Luck. Believe me or don't, but either way, today is a fresh new start for me. I'm gonna go be a miner. Gotta go be a what? A miner. I looted Naxer's house earlier and found some hot air balloons. Wanna launch me on one and put that luck of yours to good use? I'm in. Well, that was fast. Man, it feels good to be home. Good Luck glances around at the people swarming the street. This is the life he knows. If he wants to survive, the city will always offer him a way. Thank you, Fate. And thank you, General. Oh, are we starting? That was very abrupt, not gonna lie. Okay. Like, I don't know what we're fighting here, story-wise, yeah? What the hell are you? Fast-moving mercenaries capable of evading physical attacks? Uses physical dodge against a stabilizer chain. Okay. You are indeed fast! Holy crap, you're moving! Okay. Are those skates or something? Let's see, can I make it? Yep. Here.
眼前の風景のなんと美しいことよ。貴様らの問題解決は計なりをなさず、い思いにあらず。みんなこっち来て。
1円目。
スキル経営発すれば好調落ちるがごとく。気を収まれば集合体
And they're moving.
スキル貴様らの問題解決は変わらず無駄よりなのだ。戦勝百式一足のうち。
Okay. This isn't too hard right now.
ここからは私の独走。
A 2 8 this.
経営発すれば好調落ちるがごとく。
Okay.
気を収まれば集
I know there's like 10 levels, but I will cut the stream short if it reaches 11 something. Mainly because I can't stream for that long tonight, sadly. Okay. Hold on a minute, chat. Okay. Hold on, let me do this. Okay, should be good. Okay. Autumn 1031. The nomadic city of Casdel. Hey, it's good luck. Hey, let me through already. Hey, no shoving. You want a good spot? I'll trade you mine for some high purity originium out of the mines. Don't just grab the leaflet out of my hands. That blood all over you stinks. Can't help it when you're breaking into dead people's houses. Lingonus. That's how you read that word, right? Where's Lingonus? Gaul. Oh. Where's Gaul? How the should I know where Gaul is? Hey, what's with that attitude? The Highness and the Royal Court big shots are discussing something in the chamber. I heard it's about reorganizing the city. Have you noticed all the extra guards on the streets recently? So quiet down a bit. Weather's been real stuffy today. It is decided. The military commission will replace the war council in assisting the king of Sarkas, Teresa, in decision-making related to Casdel's military and political affairs. The military commission will be the sole administration of Casdel, and none will have the authority to issue commands to the Sarkas in the royal court's name. All present here have already received the details of this resolution. To the royal court leaders who still wish to cling onto the war council, know that the military commission of Casdel will become the final bastion of the Sarkas, our eternal fortress, and the usher of a new order. Are there any further questions? Your Highness appears more haggard than you did yesterday. Please, look after your health. No military commission is worth it, if it comes at the cost of your Highness's health. Lacramaline. Thank you. How do I say that name? Oh my days. I know how hard you have worked for this day. And I also know how Casdel today views the banshees of the convolus. But before I state our position, I encountered a lost envoy of the Liches on my journey here. He entrusted me with a letter for your highnesses. But he couldn't even find the road here. Let this be proof of the immense changes Casdale has undergone. A letter from Leitanian. Oh my days, I'm sorry. If things are going as expected, your highness's messenger would still not have received any news from the Cyclopses. Rather than waiting for the response from deep in the blizzard, should we not hear from the liches of Leitanian? Okay, I accidentally skipped it, my bad. Hold on. Okay, you're right. It has been a very long time since the Sarkas were able to truly unite. Oh? The ornate calligraphy upon the letter turns into silken threads that float above the paper and weave into the shape of a familiar figure. Familiar figure? Oh, okay. Fremont, a lich who has long resided in Leitanian. It appears that he is now the first scribe for the liches. Seems that the arts practiced by the liches of Leitanian has seen some stylistic changes. Oh, he appears rather excited. Why is there only image but no sound? Well, the lich envoy did suggest to me that he was rather vexed with refining his master's words. But never did I imagine that he would simply erase all the sound. In short, Fremont apologizes on behalf of the liches. They are enthralled as ever by their quest for knowledge, and they are therefore unable to afford the distraction of making the long journey here. But if Casdale were ever in need of their knowledge, they would happily throw wide the gates to their temple for the people that they have chosen. I am sure that with your abilities, your highness can understand Fremont's attitude on the matter from his image alone. To me, it appears as though he is sensitive to drastic change, as has always been his wont. Ah yes, there is another letter from Fremont, one addressed directly to the general. Might I remind you, Lacrameline, that you are nobody's messenger. You have not yet expressed where the Banshee court stands. I assume that we have reached an understanding in the course of our reminiscing yesterday. The Banshees will not participate. We are still recovering from the wounds inflicted by the past war. Perhaps other Sarkas will castigate us for this, but all present should know that since the war, the LGs have not yet to cease in our valley. We had suffered grievous losses. If Casdale calls on the aid of the Banshees once more, then we'll give the same promise as Fremont. The Banshees will be there, but until that day, you will find us willing, but unable. Naturally, I myself will render what little assistance I am able to give from this day onwards. That's more than we can ask for. Thank you, Lacrameline. You are welcome, your highness. You know where I stand. For the past 100 years, I've always stood by the decision you have made. I can only hope that your brother does not blame us for watching from the sidelines. Next, Lord Nezhalem, the Nakrezer King. You were once the leader of the War Council and the mentor of Theresa's and I. What is your opinion on these many proposals? Where do the other council members that you represent stand on the matter? Have you discussed them with the Dematsli cluster? They have long since taken root in Casdale under many different names and faces. We have had many conversations over the years and they have no objections. And I have no objections of my own. Your Highness need not worry about the bureaucratic hurdles, policy imperfections, or enforcement mechanisms. Where I stand is also where the other members of the council stand. We all know what we truly long for. A turnabout, a change, a banner. Go, do as you will. We will, King. I promise you that. I can't say his name, chat. I trust that this stagnant and dulled war can take on a new form in your hands. I notice you have not said a word this entire meeting. Sanguinar come vampires. To take the War Council and the century of history behind it, sweep it into the gutter alongside the exalted heroic age and what little triumphs within. Is that the general's decision? It is our decision. Speak your mind, Duke Arael. Duke Arael lowers his gaze. Theresa's white skirt is mottled with many a blackened bloodstain. The sanguinarch is highly attuned to such matter. He senses the blood of the lowly, the foul stench of fallen descendants, and the murky taint of royal court members who willingly debased themselves. I thank your highness for purifying the filthy blood that I so abhor in my stead. But never have I needed to hide my request behind honeyed words, such as it has been for every king of the past. And so it will be for you. The military commission is merely an attempt to hide Sarkar's witchcraft and blood behind a more modern, more efficient name. Truth be told, I feel like this is insignificant. More than insignificant. It is simply not necessary. You reject the proposal? On behalf of the vampire court, Duke Arael grants at Theresa's, but Theresa's remains indifferent to him. Time has left almost no trace on the mixed blood Sarkas. He stands steadfast by Theresa's side, the same nameless warrior who stood by the seamstress a century ago. His eyes never fall on the vampire. No, not a rejected, no. I'm merely expressing some minor frustrations about this meeting. You are great and powerful, all of you are. How long has it been since so many members of the royal court have gathered here in Casdell? Not to mention that it was you who defeated that foolish coalition in the prior age and wrestled the future into your own hands before personally establishing the War Council. And now you wish to personally change this council. Why? Look about you at the other dignitaries in this chamber. You have long reached a consensus. The only obstacle to your military commission, The only obstacle to your military commission is myself and the vampires. You'd foist some ridiculous title upon me for forcing all vampires to bow down to your commission. When did you learn this political trickery that those Victorians and Leitanians so love? Why not just take my head here and now and slaughter the vampires within this city walls? This meeting was not convened to persecute anyone. Was it not? It was convened to discuss how to bring Casdell into a new age. A new age? In that so-called Age of the Six Heroes, the songs love to praise. What I saw was bloodthirst and violence. I had thought that when I arrived in Casdell, I would be greeted with the sound of I can't say that, wailing. But what did I see instead? I saw the coalition routed. Witchcraft, enough to cover the land and fill the skies, crushed the enemy front. The power of the Sarkas shook the earth. I felt amazement. I felt excitement. Spurred by my passion, I took the head of the Leitanian envoy who had orchestrated the coalition and offered it to the War Council. Nesalem. That war was the true beginning of a new age. I thought you would agree with me. Have you too succumbed to the schemes and politics and shut your ears to the echoes of the Abyss? The Abyss has no place for you, Duke Arael. Do not drag me into your tantrum. My apologies, but I am curious, what position did they offer the esteemed Sarkas Master of War in the military commission that has rendered even you so short-sighted? All I await is the next war. And what war would that be? If it pleases you, your highness, come, Duke Arael. I will show you. Theresa nods her head in silent approval. The King of Sarkas' emotion enveloped the entire chamber and all the members of the royal court. Through the king's eyes, they see ruination and grief. They see the century-old order that the Gaulish Empire so painstakingly maintained within the core region, obliterated by the combined forces of Ursus Victoria and Leitanian. They see Lingones, the capital of the world, doomed to never again appear on a map of Terra. Who is that? Those present recall the campaign that reduced Casdale to dust. But it is not yet over. An even further future, an even further fantasy, an even further possibility. It is no longer a story to reflect upon. Rather, it is a speculation, a deduction, a prediction, and a verdict. But none question it, for all possibilities must be treated equally, even for the one they see. And its ending is equally significant and indisputable as any other. It is a change, a turning point in history, a divergence of fate. A crucial war looms on the horizon. It will send from now into the distant future, impacting every Sarkas and all of Terra. All present has seen their positions in that war. The roles that they wish to play. You should understand now, Vampire. You should understand what these visions mean. Or perhaps you have begun to grow weak and feeble as you live in the short span of 100 years. You were once a warrior. I cannot deny that. But are you saying that a new and reborn Casdale requires the royal court to relinquish its former authority? Close, but not quite. The new Casdale will no longer require the royal court's former authority. It will be more modern, more efficient, Duke Arael. How can the Sarkas speak of unity while you continue to indulge in your noble bloodlines? Will it come from the rule of the royal court? You may still rule over your own court and maintain the power and prestige you hold among the Sarkas. But the vampire court must yield to the military commission. I promise you this, in Teresa's name. When the age that you witness comes, Casdale will no longer be a single dot upon the map. It was once more than just a city, and so it shall be more again. Seems I have spoken out of turn. Please continue, Your Highness Teresa. The aftermath of the ongoing conflict, enough to reshape current power dynamics, will engulf us all. It may come in 50 years, in 10, or perhaps even tomorrow. Casdale cannot escape it. The Demazi and I both saw the visions of the campaign that will destroy Lingones. Very high-efficiency command system made possible by Originium Arts. High-speed battleships that can break through the front lines, maneuver tactics that can mobilize entire legions. New advancements are applied to the battlefield as we speak. Their capacity for destruction is surpassing our innate instinct rooted in our bloodlines. What worries me more is the fact that we will still find fellow Sarkas among the countless casualties of war. Gaul employed royal court casters and liches in Leitania and are killing each other in battle, while a certain Wendigo is spilling the blood of his fellow Sarkas to prove his loyalty to the Ursine Thar. As for the Sarkas mercenaries sent to the front lines as Art's father, they won't even be counted in any nation's casualty statistics. The Sarkas massacre one another in wars we have no stake in, regarded as disposable goods to be abandoned without care by the leaders of those wars. For the sake of keeping pace with these changes, the Sarkas must once again gather around the furnace and, if necessary, the power to dominate the war must lie in our hands. Teresa looks to Teresa, waiting for her opinion. But Teresa does not speak, eyes placid as before. We will plunder the other nations and wrest their most profound secrets from them. We were once the proud Pekas, forced to become the Sarkas, and derided as devils, because the Outlanders feared us. It is an ancient fear, rooted deep in their hearts. Let us remind them. Let us show all of Terra our history and legend that has been either forgotten or falsified. The Sarkas are not weak. We do not need others to save us from our fate. On the contrary, we will dictate the fate of Terra, dictate how this land should move forward. The details of our plan have been delivered to you, to all present, through the runic arts of the Banshees. Duke Arael. Do you still hold out? No. Exceptional work, Teresa. Set aside a seat on the military commission for the Crimson Court. It appears that our natural king has not yet grown addled with age, but as to whether or not he could usher in such a grand feast, warriors need not die in a blaze of glory. Is a vulgarity only chased by those who seek fame. Oh, I nearly forgot you were still here, Lakaramalin. I've made myself abundantly clear from the start, Prince Duke Arael. I need only silently observe your enthusiastic attempt at self-expression. How pitiful it is to look upon such a shabby little court. I will cherish your elegies. And this I promise you. When death comes for you, the Lord of the Banshees will sing you an elegy, delivered to you by night wind. Set aside your chatter for another time. It seems their highnesses still have matters to discuss. The other members of the War Council wish to know their decisions. Duke Arael, Lakramalin, and Yudamatsi disguised outside the door with me. The National King nods his head towards Teresa. The other two members of the royal court do not bid the king farewell. They simply follow the king out the chamber. After the meetings end, Teresa stays by Teresa's side, standing silently. He knows that she will be expecting an answer from him. You never mentioned that you would announce the plans for war to the royal court. You did not refute me either. Would I have been able to refute anything? You are well aware of what I think. If you wanted to argue against any of it, you would have done so a few years ago. For now, I have them by the reins. But it's not just them. The entire city hungers for war. I will prevent matters from heading down the worst possible path, lest the prospects of Terra's continued existence become infinitesimally small. You must be quick about it. I will. What does Fremon's letter say? As Teresa's opens the envelope, the writing vanishes before his eyes, yet the message has already etched itself indelibly into his mind. He has surmised what would transpire during that meeting rather accurately. He has given his opinion on some matters, alongside a reminder. Do not place all your coming hopes in one basket. Oh, good luck. The nomadic city of Gasdale. Oh, never mind. You, with that babble? Don't count on the military commission to look after you all. Oh, you with that oh, my bad. We're here to help you. Help us? My parents died at the hands of you late Danians. You got some nerve. What, not scared of me? We knew what to expect when we came here. Just need some getting used to. Besides, our captain warned us not to agitate the locals. You looking down on me? Sarcasm. Oh. Eh? The hell is this? Let me go. Welcoming wave. Do not harm him, but do make him leave. Dr. Calvin? I said not to deviate from our planned route, even if it is to treat the wounded along the way. Sorry, Dr. Calvin. No matter, you handled it well. We've reached our destination. Welcome to Babel. Ooh. Babel office, Casdale. Did you manage to retrieve all our stray colleagues? Yes, all's well with them. The construction of Babel's facilities is proceeding smoothly. The school that you were so looking forward to is already complete. Yet I heard that the unbeatable Dr. Kalsif had not too long ago been turned down. Perhaps even kicked out? I did not foresee such a direct refusal. I'm not surprised at all. To be honest, to many sarcasts, the invitation of the king is barely worth the paper it's printed on. On the other hand, our connections with Sargon and Rimbilliton have delivered good news. As for Columbia, some scientists have proposed a technology exchange program. They have their eyes on the ancient sarcast witchcraft, while we have need of their latest mobile farms. It took us a century's effort to share an equal dialogue with these powers. The results speak for themselves. You're creating new history, Teresa. Thank you, Calcit. But I can tell you, you've had a lot on your mind recently. The military commission has been formally established. Babel's existence will spark yet another irreconcilable conflict in Kazdel. Our staff comes from different races and nations. How should they live alongside the sarcasts? If your efforts to soothe enmity and prejudice instead become a fuse to spark conflict anew, what does your highness plan to do? If we cannot even eliminate prejudice and hatred within the walls of Kazdel, how can Babel hope to achieve equality for the sarcasts to all of Terra? There will be members of the military commission posted to Babel soon. They will ensure the safety of our people. This will also serve as a warning to some. Babel is backed by both Teresa's and me. Oh, right. Did I ever tell you how I met a Sancta messenger, Calcit? Strange. The Sancta do not generally dare to approach the borders of Kazdel. Was this why your highness disappeared this afternoon? Was it that obvious? I thought Lacraunlin had me covered. The Lord of the Banshees clearly tried, but judging from the results, she isn't the best pick for clerical work. Well, what of the Sancta messenger? He was getting water from the river, and we struck up a conversation. We chatted about many things: history, peace, hatred. Our viewpoints did not align on most things, but I could sense in him wisdom and intelligence beyond his years. He had thoughts concealed within his heart once open. And so, hold on, chat. And so, you use the power of the King of Sarkaz on a Sancta? I simply wish to know what this fated encounter meant. And what did it mean? It's hard to say. But while I was looking at his soul, I felt that perhaps we are not so alone, Calcit. Many on this land are doing all they can to pursue hope. Hopes big and small, hopes bright and beautiful. Yeah, are those people nuts or something? I just wanted to get a few nice things for myself. Never even heard of any Babel. He steadies himself against the wall, gasping for air as his vision begins to blur. Fatigue floods his limbs, weighing him down. Through his blurred vision, he sees another in front of him. Fall to the crazy attacker's blades. He knows he will be next. I refuse to die here. It's you or me, you bastards! Out of the way! He uses the last of his strength to battle his way out, but the only resistance he meets is solid ground. All he sees is black. Are you alright? Were you trying to save me just now? So much blood. Why does it feel like I'm the one saving you? Hold on, I'll bring you to Babel. Hold on, I'll bring you to Babel. Our doctors there can help you. I'm still alive. Who would have thought that those lunatics would decide to attack innocent bystanders in broad daylight to get at Babel? I don't know how the others are faring. Hey, stay with me. I still don't know your name. I'm Good Luck. Huh? For the first time, he regrets giving himself this name. Okay. Oh.
Monster. And
that was stage 1. Okay, considering the time, I think we can do like 2 more stages maybe 3. I don't know. Learn to fight in the nomadic city of Kazdel. Deploying operators requires the assistance of nearby operators. Jessica and Frank. Okay. Kasdelian combat drill. Instruct the Doberman. Instructions for further action, please. Instruct the Doberman! I'm fine. Let's get started with today's training mission. Be wary of hollows in the ground. The nomadic city of Kasdel is far from structurally sound and employs numerous transverse plates to fix itself together. Operators cannot be directly deployed to these transverse plates and will need operators deployed on regular tiles to provide assistance. Okay. Oh, it's so high up here. Instruct Doberman, are you okay? Look. I'm fine. Begin the exercise. Okay. Hostile spotted, moving at high speed toward the objective point. Jessica, stay calm. Cruz, get to your deploying point, then pass the stabilizer chain to me. Jessica, Cruz is in position. Proceed to your designated coordinates now. Deploy to the left and prepare to engage. Okay. What's the change? Oh, okay. Is this the stabilizer chain instructor? Yes. Shattered transverse plates are found all over Kasdel. Without stabilizer chains, operators won't be able to engage in combat like usual. Stabilizer chains are custom equipment for improving combat conditions. When an operator is deployed to a transverse plate, the last operator deployed will simply engage. One stabilizer change to change the stability. Okay. The enemies seem to be slowed by the chain. That's right. Stabilizer chain can also supply special effects on the enemies as a form of defense. But remember, an operator can only hold up to 2 stabilizer chains at once. Okay, so that's the gimmick, yeah? Okay. Oh, heck happened. Alright, the next exercise should be improvised combat. Guess I'll retreat for now as planned. Cruz, wait, we're still linked. Cruz, Jessica, stay close. Remember what the exercise is about. Always be mindful of your teammate's status. Why does it have to be so high? Deep breaths. 5 more seconds. Now, based on what you've learned, what should you do when your teammates are in danger? I know, Instructor Dorman. You don't immediately fall into the transfer plate when you lost your stabilizer. Instead, you gain the status unsteady. If another operator such as myself is deployed on a normal plate near you in time, they'll be able to throw stabilizer to you. Well done, Frank. Okay. Oh, I see.
Mission accomplished.
Nice. Okay, before we go any further, can I gamble? Okay, please. I know doing singles is kind of sad, chat, but like, please, man, please, just let me have this. Let me have this, man. I've been having such a rough week. Just let me have this one thing. Okay. Sure.
ドクターくん、私はパフューマーのラ行動予備隊 A6 の隊長
Hold on, chat, hold on. I know the story's getting good, but dailies gotta do dailies.
ラバ術師だ。暇でしょうがなかったからなんとなくここに。
Okay, let's continue. Again, I think I'm only gonna be doing this until 11:30 maybe. So we're got those plates again. Okay. Should be good. Okay, here we go. What is this? Oh, 26 years ago. Autumn. 1068. Wasserland. Wasserland. Leitanian. Leithanian. How do you like this piece? Like an energetic child waking from slumber, rushing out the door to enjoy the fruit of life to the fullest. It was the I can't read that Corvus who wrote it, inspired by His Holiness's visit to Wasserland when he was still a messenger for Laterano. The young and enthusiastic future pontiff told the children about all that he has seen, the ocean that Iberia watches over, the city of Athenius, where Minoan myth and machination still exist in equal measure, and a passing mention of Kazdel, the city of sin, the whereabouts of which are unknown. The Corvus was there, and he was fascinated by His Holiness's descriptions. The first draft of his work was in fact written at that time, but the Corvus was not satisfied. Even after many years of revisions, a final draft has yet to be completed. Until recently, when our scouts located the elusive nomadic city of the devils and sent back photos. Gazing upon the enormous tracks left behind by the city, the Corvus found the missing element in the music: veracity. With that, the work was complete. You found Kazdel? Yes! The Corvus was astonished to find that the destiny of the work was intertwined with the cities. I understand the reason of the Corvus chose to present this piece on the eve of my return to Laterano. However, unlike his predecessors, His Holiness has no intention of initiating offensive action against the Sarkas. He is not interested in putting the sinless on trial without cause. I'm afraid I must disappoint the Corvus. The city itself is of no concern with Corvus. He is far more interested in His Holiness's opinion on the piece. Please send His Holiness the Corvus warmest regards. We have a response from Syracuse. Only a few of the familia have agreed to participate in the action. Their men will rendezvous with the fleet soon. I can't believe Laterano rejected us. Inform the Syracusans to move quickly. We must mop up the city before the other Chrysa can react. Take Kazdel before the other Corfusten can. Do not repeat the mistake we made at Gaul and miss another opportunity. You're back with Skarai? Skara Market? Yeah, Skarai. I like Leitanians. You always bring so much business. And it's smart that you disguise yourself as a prisoner in a smuggling crew, rather than flying the banner of a messenger. Now tell me, what do you want, before I lose my patience? Trade? Muscle for hire? Intel? Skara Market has everything you need. Cooperation, esteemed leader. We don't have a fixed price for cooperation. Are you sure your Corvus can pay my price? Don't you want to know what we're asking for first? There's nothing that money cannot buy here, Caprine. What about Kazdel? Go on. The Corvus wants you to sabotage the city's propulsion system, nothing else. The down payment is in the safe that you took from the caravan. The Corvus will discuss the rest of the payment with you in Kazdel. I admire your boldness. Let me express my good faith with a little glimpse into the future for you. It's Kazdel. Take your things and scram, Leitanian. Are you trying to poison me? These are just suppressants. You'll need them on the battlefield. The warships that surround us came from Leitanian. Outsiders like you must have led them here. I don't have an explanation. I know you're taking your son with you into battle. He could use the medicine. Keep your hands off my son. What's the commotion? Are you out of your mind? She's a Babel doctor. Babel. Okay. Are you okay? I'm fine. He wasn't really trying to hurt me. Good luck. You married a Babel woman and now you've become a shill for the invaders? They'll be the death of you. I guarantee it. Many of us are also pained by the impending war. We're requested to join you on the front lines. Lunatics. Who knows what schemes you have on the front line? You'll get yours in the end. Good luck marrying a Babel woman! Give me the medicine, I'll distribute it. They're ready to leave. Go meet up with them. I'll take care of things here. Good luck. Your son. I didn't let him leave. If the Litanians want to force us into a catastrophe, it's safer for him to be in the lower levels of the city. Relax, Doctor. We'll have made it through catastrophes in the past. We'll have, good luck. Okay. The furnace has burned for more than a century. War, catastrophe, migration, exile. All the suffering since the T-Cast era has not extinguished the hatred of the Revenants. Sarkas have seen many Casdel through ages. The memory of yesterday may be unrecognizable by tomorrow. But the Soul Furnace has been a constant for this generation of Sarkas. Home is where the Soul Furnace is. Casdel. The furnace has not burned like this for many years. I can hear the cries of the remnants even from here. Soon this city will charge headlong into a catastrophe. All we need to do is hold out until Nezophilim's reinforcements arrive. Until Casdel once again passes through the catastrophe. They thought we could cower. They tried to assume our thoughts with their conception of common sense. It was so 170 years ago. It is so now. Arrogant, laughable fools who never took the time to truly understand this. What fate do you think awaits the city, Theresus? To be honest, chances that it survives are slim. Casdel was immobilized by the last time it braved a catastrophe. It took us a decade to just get it moving at full speed again. The forest of crystals in the mines around the walls could never be removed, ruining years of our plans for the city. I don't know if the city can survive another ordeal like that, much less one that's even worse. Good luck rarely comes twice. I believe in this city, Theresus. Not because of luck, but because we built the city, and I won't give up on it. The story of this city does not end here, Your Highness. I may not be able to see its future clearly. There is one thing I can say for sure. The city continues to exist in the distant future. No one can say, however, if it will be a sanctuary of hope or a ghost city for the dead. Scarai, have you not grown tired of the ambiguous words of your kind? And need I remind you that no amount of mercenaries can ensure your safety in the city? There is no deceiving Your Highness, of course. Casdel's doors are open to every Sarkas, but you better have a good reason to set foot in the city with your mercenaries at a time like this. I was made an offer most difficult to refuse, which obliged me to enter the city to seek an audience. What is that you're carrying? This? Something insignificant. Oh, I mean someone. The Leitanians wanted me to sabotage Casdel. I've been away from my kin for many years, but as Uranin said, Casdel is the root of all the Sarkas, so I felt that I had to deliver this Leitanian with my own hands in order to prove my innocence. What are you thinking? Exactly as I said. What can I possibly hide before the King of Sarkas? But if you're not interested in my gift of good faith, then I see no need to carry it with me anymore. It's heavy after all. He casually cast the bag into the furnace, but it is incinerated in an instant, without a sound. The furnace is always an impressive sight, no matter how many times one sees it. Your Highness needs not pity him. Should have foreseen the risk when he approached the scar mark. I trust Leitanian was not miserly with its terms. It's simpler, Your Highness. I prefer immediate payment over empty promises, but more importantly, I don't work for the losing side. Are you predicting our victory? It wasn't I who saw it. It was the Cyclops who left the prophecy 1,000 years ago. I am simply betting that your highnesses are the protagonists of the prophecy. Regardless, the safest business for the Scar market is with your highness. It would keep business flowing for at least the next 50 years or so. Is that not so, your highnesses? You don't have prophecy doesn't bring victory, but we can. Bring your mercenaries. We're moving out. Okay, chat. Again, I don't think I'll finish the entire thing here like today. I'll probably again. I can't stream Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'll stream this again. I will stream this again. We'll finish it in a week or so. I don't know. Yeah, we should be done by next week. The crowd stirs. The Sarkas procession leaving the city is quiet, except for the occasional clang of weapons and equipment. Their silence is rooted in the knowledge that awaited them beyond the city's gates. They wrap banners torn from the walls around their waists, or clutch originium spikes chopped from the streets as makeshift weapons. Each has their own ritual to remember the city that they may never return to. Mom, Dad, where are you? Dad, Mom! People really need to watch their kids. Can't be allowed to run wild. Ouch. Careful. Thank you. Where'd you come from? Why are you also leaving the city? You'll fall if you're not careful. I'm looking for my mom and dad. Are you going out too? Yes, I'm going to the battlefield. Are you looking for your mom and dad there too? Can I come with you? No, I'm by myself. Why are you going out then? Because I don't want to hide in the city. I want to fight the people who are doing bad things to us. That's why my parents told me before they left. I want to fight too, but mom and dad won't let me go. I tried to sneak out and got a beating when they found out, but I don't want to be away from mom and dad. We'll go together then and find your mom and dad. But there'll be a lot of bad people out there. You scared? You're not scared. Mom and dad aren't scared. I'm not scared either. The disheveled child pumps his fist to show courage, but his trembling betrays him. The older child knows that the young boy does not fully understand what is happening outside the city. But the young boy knows something simple but true. Bad guys should be chased away. Family should stay together. So he takes the boy's hand and joins the procession. How do we find your parents when we're out there? They work for Babel. They have a picture of a tower on their clothes. Babel, I know that place. Are you from Babel too? No, I grew up in a military commission institution. I guess I'm from the military commission. Military commission? What's that? A place that protects people, just like Babel. What's your dad's name? Let's squeeze our way to the front. Maybe they're up ahead. Good luck. Good luck? Yeah, he's good luck. Why are you laughing? Nothing. Let's shout his name. Maybe he'll hear you. Two children squeeze forward in the procession, holding each other's hand, calling out, "Good luck!" with their tiny voices. Few heads turn and sigh when they see the young and naive faces. Good luck. It is what they all need. That's so good. That's such good writing. On an evening in the autumn of 1068, the music playing in the Kurfürst of Wasserland's study was interrupted by the sound of frantic knocking on the door. The fleet that was pursuing the nomadic city of Kasdel has broken off its pursuit. Those crazy devils charged straight into the catastrophe. It's only by sheer good luck that they got away. Years later, the Kurfürst of Wasserland still recounted the lesson for his failure with palpable disdain. Oh. Okay, chat, I think this is gonna be the last level. I think 2 levels a day might be a good pace for this. Again, we'll continue some other time. 2 levels a day. I think that's doable. Ish.
ミオ 眼前の風景のなんと美しいことよ。戦場となる。
春風が雨と化す時節ね。
I got this.
玉戦勝百式、一足のうちにあり。
Again, so yeah, I think I'll end it after this one, after the, ending story. Yeah. Again, sorry this was a brief stream-ish, but I think my internet's like really dead.
たまには軽発すれば好調落ちる。
So I kind of don't wanna
気をさまれば
force it, you know?
平らかなり。
背後の影には気をつけることね。
Temporarily takes flight. Huh, okay. I see.
ここからは
Oh,
私の独
I
走。
faced out the wrong way.
たまには体を動かさねばな。
A tooth for here's a memento.
いつでも演奏指示を手砕け散れ。分かってるわ。
One more enemy. Yeah, we're good. Okay. How tiny we seem when we stand beside the tracks of this ship. Yes, it's the most impressive war machine. With their bodies as buried as the Nakreder halted its advance at a tremendous cost. The Banshee shrieks, powerful enough to shatter consciousness, only managed to force the late down below deck. If not for the catastrophe and the rough terrain in this valley, so far behind, and time is running out. Casdell must have equally powerful weapons, if not more so. All our previous attempts have failed. A century ago, few believed we could build a nomadic city out of Casdell, yet we did. If we are to catch up with them now, we cannot afford to take the conventional path. We have word from the Demazi. The battleships on the horizons are slowing down. Have they given up? No. The Corfu's orders were to continue the pursuit. But the commander of the fleet ordered them to slow down. They're concerned about the catastrophe and the terrain. They've seen what happened to the ship. At the current rate, we can expect to engage them at dusk. We have but enough time for Casdell to retreat. Teresa looks back at two storms entwining on the waist, trying to catch a glimpse of the city. She sees nothing. Where is Casdell now? Is it still moving through the storm? Safe? Storm happened already. Oh. Storms rage, the young taunting the old. The newborn storm slams into the dying storms, the war drums of thunder. Roiling air currents clash and combine between the two storms. Violence begets peace, and a passage appears when the storms converge. Lightning flashes and thunder cracks. Path through the storm. Let's go, Teresa. The storm has given us a path. Those who survive through it will have another chance. We'll do it together. The Demazi cluster passes their command to every Sarkas present. The warrior sees their leaders walk into the storm side by side and follow with no hesitation. The procession advances into the tempest, the strong supporting the weak, the brave encouraging the fearful. You see that, Priestess? Within the roar of the tempest, they seem to hear the voice from the snowstorm in that childhood dream. They see the prophecy. The thin cloaked figure turns at the sound of her voice and sees the storm-bound procession. Tiresias sees a child, killed by the setting sun, shrouds her shoulders, rising and blending with the shrieking winds above. He takes off his gauntlet and stretches his bare hand into the mist. The mist dissipates, and his bloodied hand is the stone blade that the child is holding. You are Gab! What are you doing? You want to kill me? He'll kill you. Would you taught her how to speak? She simply emulates a sound made by those who passed by. Traces looks down silently at the thin figure. Let me show you how to hold a knife. The child hesitates for a moment, or putting her knife in Teresa's outstretched hand. Bring me. Huh? Teresa's gazes into Teresa's eyes. Prophecy. A sword to slay the regent king, a spear to pierce the royal ring. They've never cared much for the prophecy. Very well. Come with me. The home of the Sarkas is not on the Barrens. You have a name? Name? Me? From now on you have a new name. Ascalon. It's Ascalon! 10 days later, the nomadic city of Casdel. Look, doctor, the furnace has been relit. Is it moving? Is it finally moving? Ouch. Careful, your wounds might open up again. We gotta go, the furnace burns again, and Casdel still sails. The Litanians didn't manage to kill us. Oh, I didn't mean you, doctor. Come with me, see it. You deserve the same honor as the warriors who survived. But I'm not Sarkas. You people are heroes too. Come, watch their highness command the Goliath to support the leaning furnace. Watch the sparks fly when iron hammers beat upon the broken core. Hear the elegy of the Banshee, and witness the final journey of fallen heroes when they enter the furnace to fuel it. This used to be an occasion that only Sarkas could see. I would love to go, but there are still a lot of wounded to treat. Alright, tell you what. I'll bring back a couple bottles of booze and fresh fruit, and we'll... You're not allowed to drink. And who the heck drinks in the medic tent? Come on, it's just a little flesh wound. No means no. It's your neuropathy, that's the problem. Not to mention, you're a terrible drinker. Did you ever see me drink? Oh, that time when I was drunk and came to you with a bunch of neuropathy bombs. Look, that was the only time in all these years. You know I can't afford booze. I can't stop you. Why don't you go yourself? Won't be the same without you. But I'm a Lithuanian. And you support those nobles who brought off war. I ran away from home because I couldn't stand them. There you have it, What is that? You say you ran away from home? Were you noble? No! I was kind of thinking, your equipment doesn't look like it's from Babel. Well, I won't speculate. It does nobody any good. So you can go on your own. I doubt the soldiers on the front lines would get along with a Litanian. When I saw the Litanian string my father up by a sewer entrance to humiliate him, I never imagined I could become a Caprine doctor either. Back then, the only people who showed us any kindness were poor, infected, or both. Right, enough of the sad stuff. Be back in a jiffy! Seriously, since when did the Sarkas become so glib-tongued with me? I wonder if this counts as progress, Teresa. In any case, Castle is moving again. Things will get better. Back already? Well, it's about time to lay down. Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. Wait, wounds are really bad. Nobody treated your arch burns? The Litanians did. Son's dead. You burned him alive before my very eyes. I was the only one who lived. At least let me see your wounds. They burned him alive. He was screaming. They used arcs to hang him in the air for everyone to see. My brothers are dead. My captain is dead. The Lieutenant stood on the high ground. The raised staff looks just like the Blotch alive. The nearly drained Sarkas fixates on the doctor's staff abandoned in the corner. The emblem of the home she left behind hangs from the kneel. The doctor is not senseless still. She lifts his top to inspect the wound. And the chill runs up your arm. I need the guard check you. The light of sulphurous lights up the night sky above Castle like a midday sun. The fire crackles echo like a mournful growl. A somber tribute to the fallen who have become its fuel. All the Sarkas set their eyes on the sky that night. No one else notices the lights from one of the windows hospital going out. Your Highness? Why was I brought here? Oh yes, I have good news to report. What news? We won. We defeated the lieutenants, Your Highness. Me, my son, and the Blue Blood Squad. We won. Are you not glad, Your Highness? Are we too slow? Wait, my son. Bring me the Belthan. Son? Sorry, Your Highness. I don't know where my son went. You killed a doctor. One who has served Casdell for years, treating oripathy patients. Casdell? Doctor? No, you misunderstand, Your Highness. I only fight lieutenants. Have you read his emotions, Teresa? Pain, confusion, madness. He's been himself mad to escape the painful memories. He doesn't even know what crime he committed. The others do. The guards discovered him brawling with another Sarkos amid shattered casks of liquor, which ignited and spread fire throughout the field hospital. I'll await the king's response, but you cannot be the one to do it. Leave it to me. Your Highness, General, I gave my all to defeat the Tanians. Was I wrong to do so? Your Highness! Take him away. Down, the doctor! No, I was kind of liking him. His name is Logan, given to him by his mother, who was one of the first Babel engineers. He hardly uses any arts, but the guys were hypnotized by Alex. Someone is behind this. The military commission will not investigate the sarcasm for the sake of an outsider. Not after they've just been through another ordeal. Neither should Babel. We have no choice, the war has just ended. Babel should withdraw from military and political affairs. At least for the time being. You know, that's not what Babel is about in the first place. But many don't. I will define the parameters for Babel's activities. Babel members will continue to serve Casdell. Oh, they misspelled it. Casdell's medical, educational, and technological needs from this area. The military commission will continue to protect them. They will make every effort to avoid conflict. There will come a day when their repressed hatred boils over, and even we will be powerless when that day comes. Casdell is in urgent need of change. We have to solve the originating problem soon. But even that won't solve all our problems. I know. I've always known. Ah, it's Ascalon! There you are, Ascalon. What have you seen in the city? Death. People cry. People die. Cry? Cry? Tears? Risa stretches out his hand. A delicate stone knife lies in its palm. Knife, Mike. Keep it safe. The warrior should treasure her weapon. I'll teach you how to sharpen your blade, but it's up to you to decide whom it cuts. You're too impatient, Teresa. She's not ready to understand these things yet. She has to understand, sooner or later. Maybe. But for now, what we should do is give the frightened child a little bit of peace. Do you like the city, Ascalon? Compared to the armored general, Ascalon does not like the sarcastic woman crouched before her. She seems to see through all of her thoughts, leaving no secrets. The most dangerous thing in the wastes. But she cannot bring herself to be hostile to this gentle sarcasm. No need to be afraid. You know I don't mean you any harm. Come, touch my hood. We're all the same. Warm here. Warm me. Yes, warm. Hatred and killing are not the only way to solve a problem. Way? Problem? Teresa says no more. It is difficult for a girl who has known nothing but the ways to understand certain words, even with the help of the King of Sarkaz. She takes Ascalon's hand. Check the wound on your palm. Weapons cannot heal it. You need time and medicine can. Ow. It's okay. I'll clean your wound. You'll need to take care of it. Be patient. One day you'll wake up and find that it doesn't hurt anymore. Yeah. Tiny Ascalon. Babel classroom. Casdell. No one here. We'll wait a little longer. It's not pleasant timing. It'll come. Look, it's Thesis. Casualty report from the military commission. There are many children, Muslim students. The ones that live. Their parents are no longer willing to let the outsiders from Babel teach them. Plus, If memory serves, many of Babel's teachers have already left out of fear. You're troubling yourself too much with trivial matters, Teresa. You need to rest. We still have to. I want to wait a little longer, Teresa. Very well. He does not leave. The classroom is eerily quiet. Teresa closes her eyes and recalls the students who used to fill the classroom. They said we can get potatoes for coming to school. I didn't understand that one, Your Highness. Do you have any simple stories? You said we went to the outside with mercenaries when you were our age? The sea between Sargon and Iberia? What's a boat? Why can't we go up on the deck? Why would we throw up? Nathaniel spies? They like our foreigners. People who are nice to us? That says there are no foreigners like that. But the teachers here are nice to us. Students come and go, but she always managed to get them to return. This time, no one came. Oh? General Graces, Your Highness, You! The hilt of a stone knife hits the boy in the chest. Although unable to break free, the boy strains to look up at the tall, gaunt girl who has him pinned. I saw General Graces come this way. I just wanted to... Teresa, Your Highness, you're here too. This classroom... Hey, teaching? Put down the knife, Ascalon. You looking for me? Yes, I want to change things, but I don't know what I can change, or what I should change. The two rulers gaze upon the fearless child, each arriving at their own answer inside. What's your name? Manfred. Oh, that's Manfred! I mean, yeah, I know, but like, oh my god, it's Manfred! The reveal, guys, the reveal! Dad, we've been standing at the door forever. Why can't we go in? Mommy's hurt very badly. She needs some quiet rest. We shouldn't bother her. Oh no, good luck! But I miss Mom. Daddy misses her too, but not now. We'll go home together once I come back. Where are you going, Dad? I have to leave the city for a bit to make the people who hurt Mommy pay. Stay here with Mommy and I'll wait for Daddy. Can you stay, Daddy? We gotta make Mommy better, I promise. Do you like Mommy's name? Odda. Yes, it sounds very nice. It's your name now. But I'll teach you to fight the bad guys with Mommy's weapons once I get back. Okay, I'll beat up the bad guys with Mommy. But will beating up the bad guys make her feel better? You'll understand someday, Odda. Oh, how do I say his name? Odda? Odda. I'll be back. Wait for me. The blood turns around towards the crystal infested city of Wall. The only thing left that ties him to the city is Odda. Odda and Odda. Odda. How do I spell that name? Okay, we leave on a cliffhanger. Man, no! I like the doctor, man! Why? Okay, I think I'll wrap it up for today. 2-hour stream. Not, not too long, not too short. Really sorry if that's all you guys get today. Again, hopefully I'll do some more stuff soon. Again, not tomorrow or Sunday, sadly. Yeah. Anyways, that's all for today. I don't really have anything else to say. Oh, tomorrow one of my other friends will debut or re-debut. Her name is Mayu Kurosawa. Or their name is Mayu Kurosawa. Yeah. You should go watch. Where is it? Mayu Kurosawa-chan. Yeah. October 12th at 8th. Yep. Be sure to watch them. Their re-debut, I mean. Yeah, again, tomorrow, 12th October, at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. our time. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much, everyone. And bye-bye. See you all later.